you go! Yes.
Stream element spot running, emoji robot face.
What? What? I see. What? Who that? Something happened. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. What girl? February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright and Cola offices. Are we in February? Okay. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Pause, what? Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only makes matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. What? Wait, she think I'm Mia? Uh-oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So who are you? The coffee boy? Pause, no. I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right? Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try somewhere. You'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Your sister? What? Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's M. Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Yeah. M, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Wow. Okay. Oh, I see. Wait. Only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned for a census in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less. What exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 8th grader. Oh, 11th grader. My bad, I read that wrong. But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said to Charles tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her to do it. She didn't do it. I guess she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know? How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child. I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, Albert. I'll bet is a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you? Oh yeah, sure can't fault her with a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be clear. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Excuse me? Well, yeah, it is a woman's name. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Why? Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Really? Well, that's sad. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Heavyweight 22nd Detention Center Visitors Room. I wonder what's wrong with M. She's got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard! I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year, Under you understand, ma'am? Understood, ma'am. Whoa, what was that all about? Hi, Lana. Oh, funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? How'd she know who I was? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? One a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Lana, I mean, they're just alike. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Okay. There's something you should know from the start. Which is... the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright. Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witnesses' deposition. Excuse me. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit. Excuse me. A bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the truck of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car, truck? Classic. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By who? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will see any reasons at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor? is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handed by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief. I would think you'd recognize the district chief's prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Mia told you that too? She did. Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, it was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? You can take this case now, none. But Lana, why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Oh well. Mr. Wright. Yes. I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed. After all, the case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. Isn't it's that look in Mia's in M's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. Yeah. So you go from Edgeworth to her, yo. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she will, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defines a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Oh, okay. February 22nd, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. Sorry, this is the lot. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny, that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You suspecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? What? Sorry. Sorry. I can't speak. What do we have here? Looks like, Babylon got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here. Bambina, I know you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our charm, our territory with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams to carry out in the desert dream. You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. What? I'm so confused. What was that, hombre, a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of, yeah. He's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, and it seems. Alright. Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that door means anything. No, it wasn't open, a mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? It's scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff. We don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears, my ears. Maybe it's due to the panoramic pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference, either way. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. You kinda are, but, What's this? What's this, a wallet? Excuse me, officer. What? What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it back over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Everything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be specific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. I'm calling to duty. I'm called to duty already, and I'm at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling, and I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of the X. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. See, well, it's a scientific investigation, investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID, okay. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. I'm like, what's the wallet gotta do with it? This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Oh, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Okay. Oh, I can slide. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. God, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little feela's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body on her saddle, Please. No problem, partner. About time for visuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a servation like. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when for that matter. Note to self, look up vitals, saloons, Carvessa. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our charm. Our claim. Right, great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? What's this? She couldn't be. Why, you're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Why, yes. Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Oh, thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to everyone without clearance, especially passerby. Or are you officers? Uh-oh, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to creep someone. Even if my days as the cough up queen are over. Cough up? Good cough up, huh? I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are buried into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. Say what? What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up queen, tell us what happened. Oh, sorry. Wow, I'm so, okay. Please, cough up queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Excuse me? Angel. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Excuse me. Just like I knew that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know that. Excuse me. Oh gosh, okay. You should know the full misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this deny of iniquity. The evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil evil one of all. They gave an award for King Prosecutors. What a fierce. So, she's saying there was someone sort of prosecutor's convention yesterday? I was about compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of specific evidence of this, evil? spectacle to be sure. I now feel I know what they need when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Sky wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. Yet, why, you mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his slavery tries to this world being cruel. The sound of his slavery tries to this world being cruelly cut, still ring in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feast, becoming chief prosecutor. How about lunchboxes of Well, okay. How many lunchboxes of Sid? I'm sorry. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels late. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? That's funny. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Store? I came here every day to sell lunches. I import only the finest and best from the Far East. For some reasons, the box lunches are a hit here. Why make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true confessors can understand. Ew. The kind you can only tell someone has tried General Tisso's Tibrobite lunch set. Oh, never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Tibrobite's flavor. Anyway, I came here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the secretary room here. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See, the security room over there. The glass-walled booth? The glass-walled booth? I'd sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I dropped in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I'm guessing selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an otherly motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sent someone hastily. Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. What? Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of illegal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're taking cough up, Queen? I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202. This is a kind of office that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? A trophy? What that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck up jerk. Phoenix, right? You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Edgeworth. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere? Oh, of course. I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister's the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. What? We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder. A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? Why? Why your car? I'll say one thing, certainly can. I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me just last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Oh, wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Well, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. M. Sky. It's nice to meet you again. How, now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'm being forced to prove my supervisor's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? It's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What? Excuse me. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? What? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forget it, forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to prevent me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys, that bronze shield, there's gotta be a story behind it. Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes, we first worked together on the case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember that. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. What? How is he tied to this now? Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. And besides it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? I don't think so. It's Miss Oldbag. It's Miss Oldbag, ain't it? Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid cognition. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth might be a vivid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edgy surrounded a pawn with spiky hair? Nah, it's nothing. Wow, there are all cases. These are all case files. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study those case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. A work desk is quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name, Pluweek, as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Well, duh. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What was that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King. Yeah, you got a problem with that. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month. Okay, only better. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You might be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please, stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of his shield broken off? Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sounds like Sounds like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. To have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you feel important. And instantly, were you to jump out of this window, the time until impact with the ground would be? Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's that's handy to know. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? Sigh. I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting desperate. Could you take a look at this? You? Why, yes. You said you wanted some hot tea, right? Oh no, but thanks, she didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We're pre-fused the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it, so that's the secret to their Amora exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Oh, dang it. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No. This isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you could win? About tracking land supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles, kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Gosh. Wait, no. I feel like I shouldn't be here though. Am I missing something? A name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Brute. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we haven't written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, Yabba Dab. See, wouldn't that be better? Yabba Dab, Yabba Dab. Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point, tee-hee. It doesn't take much to amuse her. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Where else am I supposed to go? Check this out. There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma, I guess. He must be a foreigner. Oh yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she he says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Von Karma. I would have figured that. Mr. Von Karma. No, it's not what I wanted to do. It's like, why did I do that? It's like, bro, why did I do that? Bro, why did I do that? I feel like wait, what am I supposed to do? Am I missing something? So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You could take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Don't let me. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands. Why Cover your hands of odd cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There is an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12 p.m. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Okay. This is the parking stab from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15 p.m. So the murder happened right after you got back? What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicion glare elsewhere. Who that? Excuse me! Where's Mr. Edgeworth? Anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir! At the request of the chief, sir! I've got your report, sir! Report? What? Did you find new evidence? not? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir. No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request. I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particle. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Minkins, sir. Officer Minkins. Right, Officer Minkins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looked like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir. God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that parole man just now. Go forward to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. February 22nd, Police Department entrance. Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? It's the mascot. Disturbing. What is it unduly like? What is there? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he's noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! Wait, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over... Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so... Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Well, why not?
Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But, excuse me. But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana's guy's sister.
What? The chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like that. Faked. It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
Well, what you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranked guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down, pat.
Isn't there anything else we could be doing?
The chief of police himself is detecting this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, M did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow, the thought fails to excite me. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. Ah, that's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping fears from his eyes. Hey, make a good pair. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea why. Well, I think they're designed after a panda. No, really? A panda? A panda? Not that I has scientific proof. It's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was in school trip. It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? I was wondering about that.
What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece.
You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. The usual wanted posters are hung up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in those posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bus. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. The banner here is announcing the crime fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprint sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work?
Wow, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's a victim. That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? So, this ID card belonged to the victim?
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. it's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot.
And Lana's confessing as much. Well, what do you gotta say about this?
Found in Mr. Edwards' car, stabbed with Mr. Edwards' knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? What? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edwards.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edwards got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for intelligence myself.
Oh, congratulations. I was wondering why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Ah, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edward for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers must be because of all the rumors.
He's in a rough spot again.
Again?
Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forgetting, forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always been unusually strong. Had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say that the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's how I know about it. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why
aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot?
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No. Jake Marshall is just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you... Sorry. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe.
Okay. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
February 22nd, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello? Why the surprise looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong? Oh, God. She's dating this guy. Hey, what's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Bambolina. You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold graze from men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this helpless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who lost their dreams. It's the same thing. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the platoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look here, look where it should say letter of introduction. It says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't the crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have an hoop nanny. Note to self, police investigators are like getting land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysts would suggest that belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right, let's check it out.
Man, what a boring strap.
What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know.
Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know.
I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids.
This phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial?
Mr. Wright, most cell phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like this. Redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation.
What? Whatever, let's check this phone now. Now to see who the owner of this phone call last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the buttons.
What? Beep. Hey, that song. I know that. Hey, what's going on here? Beep. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Scott.
What? It's my sister's.
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except, she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Say sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new fangled ringtones. Oh, that I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kinda strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shot you for that in they'll shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the truck was busted.
The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I had money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. A block? This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relocated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. B-block is still there. That's where visitors park. I can see the lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it, you'll be fine. Excuse me. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. You're right, let's see. 6-7S. December 12-2. There's a name, There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for this detective reasonings, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15 p.m. The smiling maid told me the tale. I think he means a witness, Miss Angel Starr. to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. 4 p.m.? Was my sister involved? Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on the case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot. So it seems like calling an unharmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? Why shoot you out? They'll shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives still 2 years ago to tell him the truth. Oh really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of the crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So, why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping my eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicking out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, bud. There's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Any condolences? Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina. How do you say that? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a blowing through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will? Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicious about Mr. Edgeworth had been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable that is until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? There are prosecutors we're not talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina, Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all these cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What are you saying? What are you saying? Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Excuse me. Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hiding around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taking off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma, or M? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Beep. It's the Still Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered and the suspect to the top of the prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. Alright. We'll be back with day 2 of the trial with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.